What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Life Lessons. So, the reason that you are not getting the job that you even go out to interview for is because you can't be easily manipulated. You see, jobs nowadays, they want you to be able to be available, right? They want you very available for every shift, and they also want you to be able to take on many different roles at jobs um, without complaint, right? Or with very little complaint. And the thing about seasoned workers, right? Whether you have had 500 jobs or not, or like whether you have had 500 jobs and you haven't kept like a specific job for a long time, jobs know it's not the simple fact that you change jobs too much. It's the simple fact that they know that when you're not happy at your job, when you feel undervalued, when you feel underappreciated, when you feel like the energy and shit is weird at your job, you're going to leave. You're going to go and find another job because you know there's many out there. And that's specifically why these jobs are not going to keep you, right? These jobs are not going to hire you, and they'll give you the interview, right? Because most places, a lot of places can't just deny your application just because, right? With all this discrimination and all this stuff, they have to at least give you a chance, right? So they'll look at your qualifications and identify if you're good enough to come in and whatnot. And I feel like that's the difference between like the jobs that are require a lot of like education versus like a fast food job that doesn't really require a lot of education. But even still, right? Even still, like let's give a perfect example. Someone who's gone to college for 4 years, right? They have the education, but they haven't been able to actually implement that education. So who's to say that person knows exactly what they're doing? They could have just passed and got a really good grade, right? The only way you would know that that person knows what they're doing is if they actually got out there and they did the actual job, right? So you would have to actually give that person a chance. Now you're giving that person a chance simply because, oh, they have a degree, you know. So I'm going to give that person a chance. But even without it, there's a lot of jobs out here that you could get without having a degree. Literally, there's a lot of jobs out here that you can get without getting a degree, that these people could literally just tell you, this is how this is done, this is how this is done, and you just do a 2-week trial period to see how you're going to do, see how you like it, and then move on from there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these jobs don't require you to have, you don't necessarily have to have a degree. Even if the fact that they're asking you for one is so insane. But I've had many jobs, and just recently, I didn't even have to, but just recently, when I started getting like nervous about money and hours and stuff like that, I just started looking for other jobs. But I went on an interview for Taco Bell, and I go to this interview, and I had to wait for like 45 minutes before I was seen by somebody, and the interview lasted less than 5 minutes. I think it was like around 3 minutes, because the manager literally asked me what I was available for, and my experience and all that stuff. And once we went through that, it was like no, no. And the funny thing about it was like this place was hiring. Taco Bell was hiring crazy. They needed somebody urgently. So it's like I could have started that day. You know what I mean? Or that week after all paperwork and all that was in. But there was another person in the lobby with me during that interview. There was a young man, and he was there with his father. So I'd assume he was, under 18. And he was interviewing for the same position. And I can remember it was like the manager rushed my interview so that he could interview this kid. And he got the same questions, but it was just like, you know, he's probably in school, so the most that he can do is the evenings and weekends and stuff like that, which is perfect for that type of business. You know what I mean? But this is the truth. Like a lot of jobs, especially if you have inconsistency, and like I know you guys want to say like, no, they're not hiring you because you don't seem like you're going to last long, or you're going to, be committed to the job, or you know what I mean, or you're going to show up on time, or you know what I mean. Of course, those are things that jobs absolutely look for, right? They want to make sure you're consistent, that you're going to be showing up for the actual job, that they're not going to do all of this, work through the interview process, the orientation, and getting you all into this position just for you to leave. And I 100% get that. I mean, I've been through the process multiple times. But when you see jobs that are like urgently hiring, and they need people, right? And they decide to interview you, but they don't hire you, that is the main reason they did not hire you. They did not hire you because you gave just even an inkling that you were going to leave and you were going to commit yourself to something else if this job did not satisfy you to the level of your satisfaction. It did not give you the value that you required from that job. That I'm telling you, that's exactly why they did not hire you, right? And the fact that you're not going to be 100% available. And if you have kids, I mean, that's even harder. But, nowadays, like, you had to beg 10 plus years ago. You had to literally beg jobs and like managers to allow you to do different, higher up positions, right? You wanted to be more part of the company. You wanted to do more. Like you had to practically beg or like show it or prove that you could handle all of those extra positions. Nowadays, they giving that shit away for free. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay you what you deserve. They just want to. It's like people have been brainwashed to believe like, oh man, I'm going to give you the position. Like supervisory positions are almost the same wage as team member pays. That's crazy. People are practically brainwashed to believe that if they're important because they're doing a particular job, but the particular job isn't even supposed to be in their job description. They're not even getting paid the extra couple of dollars for the extra amount of work that they're doing. They're just getting a pat on the back and saying, man, you're such a hard worker. Man, you show up and you show out. That's all you get. Maybe a couple donuts every couple of months or something like that. Some treats or something like that. I mean, it's sick. It's sad. It's crazy how brainwashed a lot of people are nowadays. And it's making the job, like, it's making job hunting hard because people are accepting the bare minimum. And when people accept the bare minimum, like, that's where it's at. When you're going to interview, that's when you're going to look for a job, you're not going to get, like, the person before you decided to take a pay cut. They decided to go to a job and get paid $15 an hour for a job that they should have been getting paid $15 an hour. I mean, for like for a job that they should have been getting $18, $19 an hour for. And so when you come in and you think that you're about to get paid what you want to get paid, no. They're like, if I could sucker this person and this person, how are people? I knew people were tripping when a couple of years ago I started working at a job. And I was getting paid, I think, like $1 or $2 more than the people who had been there for 2-3 years. I was shocked. I was like, what? And I'm the type of person with jobs, like, jobs don't like to see me come in. They do not like to see me come, because I will talk about it. I will definitely tell employees, like, you know how they try to tell you keep your pay to yourself, and like you shouldn't be talking about stuff like that. And why I'm not ashamed of what I'm making, and nor am I about to I want to know what this person's making. I want to know what it is that I can, I should be expecting if I'm to move up or not move up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be aware. And I be talking, like, I've spoken to people who worked 10 plus years at a job that I was working at. 10 plus years this lady was working at a job. And I came in making the same amount that she was making. And I was more mad for her than she was for herself. And she stated that job, like, she said she stated that job specifically because, like, she had it, you know what I mean? Like, that was just the job. Like, they worked around her schedule. Like, it was perfect for her schedule with her kids and stuff like that. But that is so sad. Like, I 100% respect the fact that you need, like, parents are, like, prioritizing their kids, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to keep this specific job so that, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep this specific job because my kids, I'm taking care of my kids, you know what I mean? Like, but 10 plus years, you didn't get a $10+ raise, 10 plus years, and you got maybe a 2, 3, 4, maybe a $5 raise, 10 plus years. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. I mean, that's gotta be illegal. It's gotta be illegal to do that to people. I don't know. I get so mad. I'm like, kind of like, I'm over it. I really am. I'm so over it. And I said what I said about buckling down this year, and I am. I'm so committed. I'm so committed to my specific goals that I have. I'm not thinking too far into it because I'm not trying to stress myself out or overwhelm myself, but I am specific. Like, I have narrowed down my goals this year as opposed to last year and prior years where I was like, I want to do everything and I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying to do this. No, this year I've buckled down specifically for YouTube, specifically for work, specifically for TikTok if it stays around, specifically for trading. You know what I'm saying? So I am, staying committed to my goals because I can't. It's like, it sucks because a lot of these places too, when they know that you need them, when these jobs know that you need them, man, they play in your face. They play in your face. I mean, it's just what it is. And at the end of the day, those people who are super committed to growing their business and being important, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. These are the people who used to feel unimportant in high school, in middle school, in life in general. They felt so unimportant. Then they got a nice little job that gave them a position that made them feel important. And that just became their life. And so they're screwing you at these jobs. They don't care. As long as they're the boss and people look up to them and people think that they're important, they don't care about what you got going on in your personal life. They don't care that you're not getting paid enough. They don't care that, you're not getting the hours that you need to survive. They don't care about that. They don't. And what you gonna do about it? But I'm telling you right now, like, a lot of these places, like, there's a lot of these places, they want to hire you, the 4-day work week. Listen, y'all, they got the 4-day work week. Now, listen, a part of me is like, I like the idea of the 4-day work week. Why? Because, 10, 10, 10, 10, get it out the way, then you have 3 days to yourself. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to squeeze as many hours out of you out the day as they possibly can. Give me those hours. Give me those hours. It feels like it's good for us because you got 4 days that you're getting paid, or 4 days that you're working, and then you got the 3 days that you're off. But think about it. They're not raising the pay. They're not raising the pay so that you're getting paid more. They're just giving you a few days off. So now You've worked those 4 days, you're still getting paid the same amount, but now you have 3 days that you get to just have off so that you can go spend your money. So I want you to get paid, right? I'm going to pay you. I'm going to have you work 4 days and make you feel like, wow, I'm getting all of this done just in 4 days. And then I'm going to get my nice little check. And I'm going to go on my 3 days that I have off. I'm going to go and spend all my money. And then I'm just going to keep recycling this entire scenario over and over and over again. So where's the actual benefit? You know what I'm saying? I'm peeping it all. I used to think that the 2 weeks, every 2 weeks getting paid was good. I really did. I was like, okay, I have to keep a paycheck to myself and I'll get paid. No, why are we, first of all, we should be getting paid daily. I did the work, I get paid. I did the work, I get paid. I did the work, I get paid. You feel me? Why is it that why are we okay with getting paid every 2 weeks? Every 2 weeks? That is insane. Even getting paid every week just still doesn't sit right with me. Like, you start a job, you have to work that entire week, and you don't get paid until the end of the next week. So now you've worked this week and this week, you've had to use gas, you've had a life, you've had things that you've had to take care of. I'm telling you guys, I feel like we're not getting any better in our society because a lot of people have just become so complacent, and social media is just, it's a blessing and it's a curse. I mean, it's a blessing because of all the information that's floating around, the way that we've been able to build communities on social media, the way that we're able to get, certain knowledge about things that we would have never known about prior to. But then also it's like when these trends happen and, news starts circling around, it's like people get so brainwashed so quick because a lot of people don't know how to discern or decipher information, and they just take whatever comes to them and they go with it. And for me, I'm not even gonna say I'm not that person. I'm working on not being that person, because I know when information comes in, I can sense, I can kind of have a sense about what it is or what it means. But if I get too consumed with the information, I may go with it, and then the next day I'm like, ooh, that didn't sit right with me. But I don't want to wait till the next day to have to say that. I want to be able to say right then and there, this don't sit right with me. Or just the simple fact of not making decisions. Don't make any decisions if you can't. This is one thing that I've started doing lately. If I can't make a decision about something, I don't make a decision at all. If I think about something and I want to go do something, say I want to go to the store, I'm like, I'm hungry, I want to go get something to eat. If I go in the store and I cannot make a choice, I just won't get anything. I'll just say, you know what? I'll come back when I actually decide in my mind what I want to get. Or maybe I won't go to the store at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm not. If I can't decide specifically of what I want, then I'm not going to just pick anything. How we got on this topic, I don't know. But yeah, this is the year. I mean, this is the year for us to truly, truly step into our greatness, step into our powers, and start. I mean, we talk about side hustles and all that stuff all the time, and it's not as easy as everyone thinks it to be, because a lot of these avenues of money are saturated. But I can't understand how we can't get 100,000 of us doing the same thing, recycling the money. We could all become six-figure earners. All 100,000 people could become six-figure earners if we wanted to. If we play the game right, everybody should be able to make their YouTube videos go viral and be making money off of YouTube or TikTok or off of social media. Like there's such a way to do this that I feel like it's so possible. I feel like it's so possible. And y'all are about to get all of my conspiracies and my ideas and beliefs about stuff. Y'all are about to hear about all of this, because these are things that I used to just sit and talk to my mom about, or talk to friends about, or you know what I mean? Like I would just tell people about these things. And I'm not gonna lie, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. It sounds like well, why would you think we could do something like that? It sounds like that, but I don't know. I've seen and I've heard crazier. So I hope this was an interesting, informative video for you guys. Thanks you guys for tuning in with me, listening, and I hope you guys tune in for the next video. Thanks for joining me in Life Lessons. I might have to create a hook. I want to do that so bad. I love seeing people's YouTube videos where they have like this hook. Some people do their own hook for their videos, like life lesson. Oof, we didn't hit that. Life lessons. Nah, that was too flat. Life lessons. Nah. Life lessons. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Life lessons. Got a little bit of flavor to it. Life lessons. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this. Let me know. Y'all, this is like real ass energy. I haven't smoked cigarettes. I haven't drank alcohol. I don't smoke weed. This is like energy. This is the energy that I used to have before I started indulging all this extra shit. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I just want to I just want to have fun. I want to have fun. I miss my friends that I used to just turn up and just do all this extra shit with, because I'll be lonely sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be lonely. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes I get lonely, and that's okay. Right? You got to be happy with being, by yourself. I'm about to go eat one of them fat boys, them ice cream fat boys, because I'm shit, they're good. And I'm gonna just, go eat me ice cream and get myself ready for bed. Look at this. I barely break out on my face, but it'd be random. It'd be a random pimple. Random pimple. Here and there. Like, what did I even do? What did I even do to make y'all want to do this? Next, we'll talk about the hair. It's got these white things in it because I put aloe vera in it when I deep conditioned it, but I didn't know it was gonna dry the way it did in my hair like this. So I'm gonna have to wash it again because it's like so flaky. And aloe vera in your hair is good. Like, my hair is clean, but it is kind of dry. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into Life Lessons with me. And yeah, let me know in the comments, your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, share, all that. I need you to do all that. Help a sister out. Is you down or what? Is you up or gone? Is you here or there? And are you everywhere? Because a bitch want to be Dr. Seuss. She want to talk this. She want to be loose. But no, I don't want to be loose. I want to be here. I just want to do my thing. Yeah. All right. Peace out, guys.